it is time to update a Pan That palette that is actually going well for me. Oh my god, who'd have thought? I feel like 2024 has been a little bit cursed in the Pan That palette category because my Pan That eyeshadow palette is just all over the place. My Pan That palette in order has not had a new pan in it in quite a while, but my Pan Those face palettes are amazing and I have amazing progress yet again to share with you today. Maybe this project pan should be called Pan Those Face Palettes instead of Pan That Face Palette because I am working on two little duos here. I have two blushes, a bronzer and a highlight that I'm working on, and I of course am working on the Zoeva duos. So this is the Cocoa Blend and this is the Spice of Life. Now you guys did vote on these palettes for me to pan at the end of last year and I was a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know if you guys had made the right decision coming into this year. But now, sitting here 6 months in, pretty much, I am very glad that you talked me into these. You bullied me into panning these palettes because I've absolutely loved this year so far with them. They have made amazing progress throughout the year. This update is absolutely no different. But just before we do jump into the video, thank you so much for 3.9k. I am edging closer and closer to that 4k goal by next month. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe because I'm trying to hit 4k. Also, like and comment on this video to boost it in the algorithm. I know, all those YouTuber things, but it really does help me out a ton. If you're doing a Pan That face palette, let me know how you're doing down below. But with that being said, let's jump in to these bad boys. Okay, so let's start with Cocoa Blend. This is the brown palette, and this is what it looked like last month. You could see we had a massive pan on this highlight, and we also had a pretty big dip in Mastery of Chocolate, which is the blush. Now, some of you said that you could actually see the rings in Mastery of Chocolate, and I mean, so could I last month, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to jump the gun and sound absolutely crazy. But you were definitely right. We can definitely see the rings in this, and that is so exciting for me. And this is what it looks like today. Hopefully you can see a little bit of difference. I don't think it's that much. I definitely got a bit cocky with this highlight, thinking that we would fly by it, but the progress is definitely slow and steady. I'm really happy with this though. I think this is really good progress. I have said before, with the two blushes in this project, I'm not overly fussed if I don't finish them. It's more this highlight and then the bronzer as well, which we'll talk about later, that I definitely want done by the end of the year. The two blushes, I'm aiming to just have pan on them. And judging by this, you can see the rings. I don't think it'll take long to hit pan whatsoever on this, and I am so unbelievably excited. So let's talk about uses. This month, I have used this shade, The Dessert, 16 times for a total of 75 uses in the project, which I think is amazing. I'm really, really happy with that usage. It's just an everyday highlight that I'm wearing today. It works really, really well for my skin tone. It's a very everyday, non-in-your-face, like work appropriate kind of highlight look. I could wear this every day for the rest of the year. I feel like I am flying through it. I do feel like the product on the sides here is a lot thinner than it was last month. So even if the pan hasn't expanded enormously, I still think that we've made really, really good progress on this. And honestly, it just makes me happy to look at this. It makes me so happy just to look at this palette, to see the progress. These were both really neglected as of this year, so any use is just incredible. And if I can get this finished by the end of the year, insane. Let me know down below. Do you think I'll be able to do it? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Give me some hope. Give me some motivation. And then this blush, Mastery of Chocolate, is what I'm wearing today. It's definitely more of a subtle blush. It's more of a cool tone kind of look. Oh my god, look at this spot. It is so big. It's ridiculous. I've forgot to take my antibiotics for like days, and I just picked some up at the pharmacy today. So please ignore that. But anyway, moving on. We can definitely see some rings in this. That makes me so excited. I think maybe 2 more months and we'll have pan. I don't think pan is right around the corner just yet, but who knows? Maybe if I really focus on this, I could have pan next month. maybe? So I've only used this 7 times this month, which still is, it's okay, for a total of 22 uses in the project. I do think that these pans are very, very shallow, so I'm not too worried about them. However, there is that little doubt in my mind that is like, I'm so used to overreaching. I'm gonna try not to do that, but I also want to set goals because I know what I'm like. I'll forget things exist the minute they go into these drawers. So for weights, last month we weighed 44.79 grams, and this month we weigh 44.15 grams, meaning we lost 0.64 grams on this, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm just gonna continue to work on this highlight. It is the only highlight that I'm working on right now, I think. Let me check. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I have one in my Caress palette, but that'll be rolled out very, very soon. I really want to focus on this, get as much use on this as possible. Maybe hit pan on this, but if not, I'm going to put a 10 use goal on this. I don't want to push myself and try and like bend over backwards to hit a pan that might not even be round the corner. But I don't know. It's got a pretty big dip in it. I'm going to push myself. Minimum of 10 uses. That's my goal. Okay, so now let's move on to this palette. This palette is definitely my favorite palette, and that is why I have left it till the end. So this is the Spice of Life palette, and this is what it looked like last month. You could see we had a massive pan on this bronzer, and we did technically have pan on this blush. However, it was accidental. I accidentally gouged my nail into this, so I'm not counting this as a pan, not an organic pan. But I said last month maybe I'd be able to finish Sweet Relief sometime soon, and I'm just gonna keep working on the blush, like hopefully hit those goals. But this is what it looked like today. I think there is definitely some progress on this bronzer, but sadly we have not managed to finish this month, which I am gutted about, I'm not even gonna lie, and pretty much no use on the blush. Look how huge this pan is. This is craziness. I'm so excited about this. Oh my god, I really think I could have finished this month, but I got distracted, which is like my biggest, that's my biggest downfall. I always get distracted and I forget what I have in my project pans. It's not good. I could have 100% finished this. It's so frustrating. So I only ended up using this 10 times this month. Why? That frustrates me so much. If I would have used this every day, it would have been gone 100%, and it annoys me so much that I did not manage to finish this, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to use this every single day in this month. And I think I said that last month. I'm determined. I am so determined to finish this in the coming month. This will be gone this time next month, and I'm so excited for it. This is such a nice bronzer. It has flown by. Like, it seriously taken my breath away. I'm shocked at how fast this bronzer is going. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. And then we have Simply Delicious. I've only used this one time this month for a total of 12 uses in the project. I'm just not using the blush. I'm just not using it. I really love the shade, but we had our 3 days of summer here in the UK, and now it's rainy and miserable and definitely not vibrant coral blush weather. So for weight, this is again pretty impressive. Last month this weighed 45.13 grams, and this month it weighs 44.46 grams, meaning we lost 0.61 grams. That is not correct. 0.67 grams. I wrote my 7 wrong. It looked like a 1. But apologies for that mistake. I don't think I actually said, since the start of this year, this Cocoa Blend palette has lost a total of 1.72 grams. I'm amazed at that. I think that's amazing. And since the start of the year, the Spice of Life palette has lost 2.17 grams. Which is even better. I'm absolutely blown away by that. I think that is such good progress. So next month, this is going to be gone. That is my main goal for this project pan. This is going to be gone. If I can have a pan on this other blush, that would be incredible. That would be so good. And these two on the top are going to be my absolute go-to dream team. I don't know. What do you think? Do you reckon I'll be able to have this done and have a pan in this by next month. I think it's doable as long as I don't get distracted, which is my #1 failure. I just get distracted. I can't help myself. I see pretty things in my makeup collection and I just want to use them. But I'm determined. I think I am going to repress this. I'll do a shorts repressing it, but it is getting pretty hard to get this product round the edges. So I will repress this, and hopefully that'll make it even easier to use up by next month. So what do you think of this project pan today, guys? Are you impressed with my progress? I think I've done really, really well. I know I've not used these a hell of a lot this month, but still I think the visual progress is pretty good. Next month, I really want to drive these to the ground. I have had a few no makeup days as well this month. I'd say about a week of this whole month have been no makeup. So I'm going to have a little bit of step back. That's okay though. I'm going to push through and I'm going to hit my goals by next month. I am determined. So this is it. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you guys. I hope you had an incredible day today, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.